If you're a buyer that wants a new construction house instead of a resale home, then you need to be armed with valuable information before you go through that building process. So today I'm going to share 12 questions that you need to ask your builder from the get-go. So grab yourself a pen and a piece of paper and stay tuned. Hi neighbors, I'm Catherine Newman. I'm a real estate agent with Allison James Estates and Homes, and I've been a full-time realtor for over 25 years. And in those 25 years, I've handled so many transactions for buyers who had decided that a new construction home was the best option for them.
So you're gonna move?
Oh my God. Shouldn't we all vote on stuff like this?
I've walked through this process with buyers using national builders, local builders, and even custom builders. So I've gained many years of experience in knowing what questions need to be asked of a builder in order for you, the buyer, to make a well-informed decision before choosing which builder is best for your situation. Question number one. Does the base price of this house include the cost of a standard lot, or is the lot cost separate from the base price? And if so, what are the lot premiums for each lot? Typically, when you visit a new construction home community with your real estate agent and you walk through any model homes that they might have available, you will get either a handout or perhaps a packet of information from the builder sales representative that gives you floor plans, information on the community, features offered by the builder, and of course, base pricing for each floor plan. It is at this time that you'll want to find out whether the base price includes a standard lot, and if so, which standard lots are available and how big are they, etc. Or are the lot prices separate from the base pricing? And if so, what are the price ranges for these lots? Need to know this information right away, because if the base price of a house fits your pre-qualifying amount or your cash budget, but having to add the cost of the lot itself puts you over your limit, then you already know upfront that either this is not the builder for you in this community, or that you need to choose a lower price floor plan and factor in the cost of the lot, or perhaps find out if that particular builder has a lower price point community elsewhere. Question number two. What are the financial and legal ramifications if I am unable to close when the builder is ready to close? Is there a daily fee charge? Will I lose my earnest money deposit? Can I be taken to court for buyer default? Most, if not all, builder contracts state that you agree to close within X amount of days with notification from the builder that they are ready to close.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. So if you could be here around 9, that would be great. Okay?
This also means if the house is ready to close sooner than previously stated. So let's say the builder's representative told you that the build time would be 8 to 10 months, but the house is ready to close at the 6-month mark. Then you have to be ready to close when they are. Sounds totally unlikely, especially in today's post-COVID market with labor shortages and supply chain issues, but it can happen. It actually happened to us. Of course, this was prior to COVID, but we had to be prepared to close sooner on our new construction house, and we were prepared because I already understood that the builder's contract stated it could happen. I'm telling you because you need to be protected as well, and make sure you're prepared just in case, knowing if the builder's contract can penalize you with daily fees, the loss of your entire earnest money deposit, or even take you to court if you fail to close when they are ready. Again, that's why it's important to work with a real estate professional to help walk you through these contract steps. Question number 3. What are my options if the home is not ready in the quoted time frame?
They're not ready.
Remember, we're in a COVID world now, and every day we hear more about labor shortages and lack of supplies, and of course, supply chain issues. So it's more likely these days that your new construction house will not be ready in a quoted time frame. So you need to have plans B and C just in case. Make sure you have a place to stay if necessary. Make sure you're able to get an extension on any storage of your belongings. If you're financing your home, make sure your financial situation does not change at all and that you keep in constant contact with your lender concerning your interest rate lock. Question number 4. If I'm securing a mortgage to purchase my home, what happens if the appraised value comes in lower than the sales price? Will the builder come down on the price? Am I responsible for the difference? This is very important for you to understand before you decide which builder is right for you, because builders often upcharge for extras in your new house that don't necessarily translate dollar for dollar on an appraisal. And some builder contracts state that you, the buyer, agree to pay the contract sales price for the home regardless of the appraised value, which means you would pay the gap amount, or the difference between the sales price and the appraised value, out of your pocket at closing. Remember, the lender can only lend money on the appraised value. So if the appraisal comes back lower than the sales price, the builder is going to expect you to have that extra cash, as well as your closing costs and prepaids and your down payment, available at the closing table. So you need to know if this appraisal gap verbiage is included in your builder's contract before you choose them to build your new house, and of course, before you sign that contract. Question number 5. How long will construction of other homes continue once my home is completed? And how many more filings or phases will there be once my filing is completed? Typically, new construction home communities have several filings or phases when they are developing an area. You need to know upfront how many filings are planned, because knowing this will give you an idea on the future return on investment of your home. How? Well, for each new filing, as you know, builders typically raise the base prices of each floor plan. And in today's market, these price increases can change at any time. If your new home is built earlier in the development phase, the more quickly the value of your home will increase. If you purchase a home towards the end of a development's build out, it will likely take a bit longer to see an increase in resale value. So if it's important to you to gain equity more quickly, try to purchase in the earlier stages of a new community. Question number 6. What are the HOA dues, the restrictions, expectations, and amenities offered in this community? And is there also a CDD fee? Let's start with the Homeowners Association. Most communities developed by builders have put in place an HOA that outlines the rules, the regulations, and bylaws and expectations of the community, the homeowners, the use of the common amenities that are offered, the responsibilities of the HOA management group, and the amount of dues that are required. You want to make sure that you get a copy of the master deed, bylaws, covenants, etc., so that you understand your obligations and the obligations of the company that will manage the HOA. For example, what restrictions does this community HOA have in place regarding parking? Can you park on the streets? If so, are there only designated spaces or time frames? What about restrictions regarding yard signs? Are fences allowed? And if so, what type? Are there any pet restrictions? How about exterior paint color restrictions? Can you have a satellite dish or even plant new trees? You also need to be aware and agree with your responsibilities regarding HOA rules and regulations, such as when are trash containers allowed to be put out on the curb for pickup? Or how often are you required to power wash your driveway and your walkways and the sidewalk in front of your home? If you read through the HOA documents and you do not like or agree with its rules and regulations, then you have to decide if this is the builder or community for you. You also need to ask if future amenities are planned or perhaps already in the works, and if the current dues being assessed are enough to cover those amenities, or will there be another assessment later? Finally, you need to be aware of the amount of the dues and are they paid yearly, quarterly, or monthly? Will they be included in your escrows when you pay your monthly payment, or will you pay them outright by check or credit, and to whom will they be paid? Now, let's discuss the CDD or Community Development District fee. Yes, another fee. I'd never heard of a CDD fee in Colorado. So when I moved to Parrish, Florida in 2013, I noticed that many builders and developers had a CDD fee attached to their new community. The purpose of a community development district is to plan, finance, construct, and operate community infrastructure and amenities. And these CDD fees are in addition to an HOA fee, but they are assessed through a separate non-ad valorem section of your tax bill. These extra fees can add thousands to your yearly tax bill. So you need to know up front if the builder you choose to build your home has these additional fees. And to learn all about what a CDD fee is, how it's paid, what it's for, and how it's different from an HOA, I encourage you to watch this video I've put together that explains it in detail. So make sure you watch it after this video is over. Question number 7, what should I expect my annual property taxes to be? So most new construction homes will start off with the taxes being based on the lot value itself. And it can sometimes take a year or so before the new assessment values both the lot and the house together.
We go together like rama,
So most builders will guesstimate the yearly tax amount at a certain percentage of the final sales price. Say, for example, 1.5%. That estimated percentage will be collected at closing as part of your closing cost. And if you're financing, these funds will be placed in an escrow account so that the taxes, which are paid in arrears, can be paid when the new tax bill is due. What I encourage you to do is have your trusted real estate agent research the area tax amounts, preferably in the same neighborhood if possible, or in another comparable community with new or newer houses, to get an overall average of what similar homes in that area are paying in yearly taxes. This way, you can decide if those amounts will fit in your budget long term, or if you need to choose another builder or another community. Question number 8, does the builder offer any structural and or design options? And if so, how will you know the charges for those options? Most structural changes, if they're offered, are chosen by the buyer at the initial contract signing because the builder needs to know those items up front in order to submit to the county or the city for proper permitting. These options are considered pre-purchase build options, and they can include things like maybe a bump out that adds a few more feet to certain areas of a house, say in the primary bedroom, or maybe a living area like a living room or a great room. They can include higher ceilings that are maybe 10 or 12 feet high instead of 8 or 9 feet high. They can include pocketing doors to the lanai instead of a slider. It can also include an extra bedroom in lieu of an office or flex space, maybe a fireplace. How about a third car garage instead of a two car? Or it can also include a pool or a spa or a cage on your lanai.
Hey, no running on my watch. I gotta warn you again, and you're banned for life. You wanna be banned for life? Didn't think so.
Design options, if they're offered, are typically decided by the buyer within a few weeks of contract signing and takes place either at a model home or perhaps the builder's design showroom. Now, be aware that the final price for your home is not decided until after any design options have been chosen because, as you're aware, the options will have various steps or levels with varying costs for each option chosen. At the design appointment, the buyer will either pick out a choice of options that have already been pre-selected and arranged by the builder. For example, they might show you that this gray color cabinet is going to get this type of countertop and this type of flooring material and this color interior wall paint. Or the builder may offer an entire showroom of customization options, and you just pick out every finish that will be in your home. These are considered after purchase design options, and they can include things like what your countertop material will be and whatever edge choices you have. Your flooring material, can it be carpet, wood, tile, luxury plank, vinyl, etc.? Lighting fixtures. It can also include plumbing fixtures, maybe the style of the plumbing fixture, maybe the choices like chrome and nickel and oil rub bronze, black matte, whatever their choices are. It also can be cabinet choices with various wood species, colors, finishes, stains, door hardware, soft closed drawers, and of course, interior paint colors. I will say that it's important to be aware at the moment, because of the pandemic and the ensuing product manufacturing shortages, the supply issues, that there are not many builders offering the same design showroom customizations that they offered pre-COVID. Well, because materials are difficult to find, they're not being made right now, and some of them are very cost prohibitive. And the list can go on and on when it comes to customization and choices of finishes and materials. So most builders are pre-selecting interior design packages for each home they build and submitting their selections at the initial permitting stage with the county or the city so that they're more confident that they can have those products delivered and have them installed while the home is being built to avoid delays, and they're more assured that the home will close as close to on time as possible. If customization is what you really want when you have your new construction home built, then knowing which builders still offer this will be a deciding factor for you in choosing which builder to use. And if you would like to know which builders are still offering some customizations, then reach out to my office and we'll let you know which builders and communities you should consider. Question number 9. Are landscaping, sod, and sprinkler system included in the cost of my home? When I lived in Colorado, the builders only offered front lawn landscaping and sprinklers, and the owner was responsible for the backyard. So we were thrilled when we moved to Florida to find out that most builders offer full yard landscaping and sprinkler systems. Make sure to ask your builder's representative questions like, Do I get to choose the landscaping I want, or is it done randomly by the landscaping company that the builder has hired? Am I allowed to upgrade any plants or shrubs or trees in lieu of the standard package? And if so, what are the costs and what are my choices? Question number 10. Who are the water, sewer, or septic and utilities providers in the community, and what are the average costs? Knowing this upfront gives you the opportunity to find out the source of the water provided in your community, how the sewage or septic is handled, and which utility provider serves your community. And do you have the option for gas, or is electricity the only option? You should also take the opportunity to talk to people who already live in that community and ask about their average utility and water bills. Question number 11. What are my options if something is not done properly? This is so important for you and your real estate agent to know from the beginning, because most builders have a protocol when it comes to how you should communicate your concerns, your problems, or just general questions with them, and likewise, how they will communicate with you and your agent.
You hang up first.
No, you hang up first.
I'm not hanging up till you hang up, so hang up.
Well, I'm not hanging up till you hang up, so you hang up.
Like most everything in life, communication is key, and making sure everyone is on the same page is crucial because the building process will be a long one and each party needs to manage expectations so that everyone is a happy camper when the process is completed and you get to live in your new house. Your agent and the builder's representative should go over with you the builder's specific procedure for how issues will be communicated, reported, addressed, and resolved. And you need to know that your voice will be heard, acknowledged, and that a solution will be offered. Again, that's why I encourage you, have a real estate professional by your side during the entire process so that you have someone monitoring your transaction, responding to your needs, your wants, and your concerns. And be aware, most builders require you to show up at a model house complex with your real estate agent from the very first visit. Your agent will be required to register you on that very first visit and provide their name and their business card in order to be able to work with you. If you do not have your agent with you on the very first visit to that builder, the builder may not offer a co-op commission for your real estate professional to work with you on that transaction. So make sure to know the builder's policy on this and have your real estate professional with you on that very first visit.
I want you there with me.
Question number 12. What is the builder's warranty and how are warranty issues handled? Each builder typically offers some sort of warranty for their new construction product, but it's best to read through their warranty prior to choosing them as your builder, and especially before signing a contract with them so that you know if their warranty is acceptable to you. You should write down any questions you have about the actual warranty and go over it with your real estate agent before requesting answers from the builder's representative. Sometimes the builder's sales team can direct your questions to the warranty company itself, who can then respond to you personally. The most important aspect of a builder's warranty is to determine how that warranty department or company responds to its customers when something is reported. What is their policy for reporting issues? What is their process for correcting the issues? You could also talk to other homeowners and find out their experience in dealing with the warranty department, and perhaps those people can give you a good idea on how quickly their issues were resolved. I realize that there are several other questions that you could ask builders in your community that will help you in deciding which builder you should choose to build your home. But I have found that these 12 questions that we've just gone over are some of the most important, and now you should feel better equipped, I hope, to make an informed decision and feel confident throughout the building process. My goal is to make sure that my buyers are well informed and comfortable throughout the building timeline, knowing that their voice is being heard so that we can work together with the builder and the builder's representative every step of the way and achieve the best possible outcome, which is you being happy in your new home. If you have any questions about this topic or any topic concerning buying or selling in today's real estate market in the Manatee, Sarasota, or surrounding counties areas, or specifically where I specialize in Parrish, Florida, please give my office a call and I will personally chat or meet up with you to discuss your questions, listen to your thoughts, and talk about your options. Because buying or selling a home should not feel like you're getting a root canal.
Say
It should be a pleasant and comfortable process that keeps you well informed and excited about your next chapter in life. I'd be honored to be a resource for you and walk you through your journey. And please subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you are alerted when more videos that are designed to arm you with the information and knowledge you need about real estate are available every single week. I'm Catherine Newman. See you next time.